Welcome back for another video, and in this video we're going to be adding more singles from Black Bolt, White Flare. All of these cards were purchased from a card shop in Indianapolis. First time I've ever actually bought cards from a store like that, and honestly we'll talk about my opinion of that experience in this video. But we have 15 cards to add. We'll add these cards to our all illustration art SAR binder at the end of the video. At the end of this video, I think we'll have more than 60 cards from Black and White. It's 156 Pokemon in that generation, so we're moving along pretty quick. Let's see what we have for this video. So let's get right into this and see what we're gonna add. The first card that we have is Fungus. So all of these cards I got from the game shop, the card shop, and in my opinion, it wasn't a great idea. You don't have to pay for shipping, but they told me that all of these cards would be at the market price when I was looking at them, but they actually said when I was buying them, it's the lowest listing. And some of the cards, because it was Saturday, some of the cards were getting bought out, so the lowest listing wasn't that great. I didn't buy every Black and White card that was there, but I did get most of them. So there's Fungus. Yeah, and the price on the screen is the price that I paid plus the taxing. I just put the tax at the, added onto the card. None of these were super great prices. I think each one of them were above the market price. So I will not be going back. I'll be taking the sleeve out of each one of these cards before adding it to the binder. And then I put the price that I paid at the back of the card just for keepsake and memories. So I'm doing Generation 1 all the way through Generation 9. With these cards, we might actually be more than 400 cards deep. Let me know at the conclusion of this video which one of these cards you like the most. I think all of these artworks are very good. Some of them are a little bit underwhelming. This Pig Knight here, a little bit underwhelming. It's kind of like a above shot and you see a bunch of variants. It's kind of blurry. I don't really like the Pokemon cards where it blurs it quite a bit. This is one of the cheapest ones from this pickup. Roggenrola. It's around a $5-6 card. See here, there's just a lot of Roggenrolas just walking around. This one actually fell over. Kind of silly. Here's a Lampent. This goes good for the holiday season with the Halloween. It might be before this video or might be right after. Depends on when I post it. But there's Lampent. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 7 Lampents in there. Real excited to add these ones, these Halloween ones. I really like the Ghost type Pokemon. Although, this Pokemon is a Fire/Ghost type. There's Litwick, so you get to see these two right next to each other. I do not have the Chandelure yet. That card goes for around $30. And like I said, some of the cards I did not pick up in the shop, so from Black and White. I did not pick up the Samurott. That card goes for $50 right now, so I figured I'd wait on that one. Zamolga is one of the little bit cheaper one, or a little bit more expensive illustration rares. That's about around $10 card, like the Pikachu or Generation 5. Here's Escavalier. This is a good shot of it. About a good size for the Pokemon. Not quite a full art, but they got a pretty good close-up of it. Let's see, which other cards that I did not pick up? I did not pick up the Oshawott that was there. I already have an Oshawott. I actually pulled that. And I added that in a previous video. So there's another, psychic type, dark type Pokemon or whatnot for the Halloween season. Liepard, this was the second most expensive, or maybe tied with the most expensive that I picked up. And like I said, I saw this on TCG Player, and the market price was around $19 or so at the time of me buying it. But the lowest listing was like 25-ish or something like that. So that's what they charged me, so it kind of sucks. But this is a really good artwork. I really like that Liepard. A few more left. We got Cottony here. Another one of the cheapest ones for this video. We got Cottony just flying in the sky. The Whimsicott is a special illustration rare. I have not picked up that one yet. But this one's kind of like a little bit basic of a design. Let me know what you think of my new thumbnails for my videos. I'm trying to use ChatGPT to make some cool thumbnails. There's Darmanitan flying around. Actually, I didn't realize this. There's actually Darumacas in the background. Look real closely. The Darumaka illustration rare is kind of a basic one. It's just like a really close up, kind of like a full art. Caracasta. I also do not have the Tortuga, or I think it's Tortuga, is the previous, the pre-evolution to Caracasta. And the last one here is Dwebble. This was tied with the live card for the most expensive ones in the shop. I hesitated on getting this one just because I figured the price would come down. But then I thought about all the black and white cards that are getting boosted, and it wouldn't surprise me if people bought out the Dwebble just because it looks kind of cute, that it's looking at itself in a bottle. So these are the 15 cards. I will now take these out of these top loaders, and then we will add them to our binder collection. It'll be a lot quicker video than some of my other ones. Here is our binder collection. I moved all the way to Generation 5, and we're going to start adding these singles to our binder. As you can see, we already have quite a bit already. We're going to first add our Pignite. So adding another one, the second evolution of one of the starter Pokemons to the collection. And then over here on the next page, we'll add our Liepard. So Liepard goes right there. A lot of these cards we did order and they're on their way. Some of them, we'll just have to wait. Decent amount on this page, but we'll add our next one over here. This is going to be our Roggenrola. So there is Roggenrola. Tons of Roggenrola on that card. Next one's right here. And we're going to add our Woobat. So finally adding more to this page. Move one page. And we're going to add our Throw. Throw goes right here on the bottom. So this Excadrill and this Timber are actually from different sets. They're not actually from the Black Bolt and White Flare sets. Came out earlier in the Scarlet and Violet era. Adding finally another page over here, so Whirlpeed isn't by itself. And we're just going to turn one. And we're going to add our Darmanitan right here. The Sandile is also from one of the earlier sets in Scarlet and Violet. It's not from Black Bolt or White Flare. And then we finally get to add Dwebble. So that Crustle right there is also another one. I think that was one from Temporal Forces rather than Black Bolt and White Flare. And then we have Caracasta, which goes right here. Whenever I think of that, it makes me think of the coffee. Costa Coffee or something like that. Alright, so then we'll add our Trubbish up here at the top. Just looking up in the sky, it's interesting. It's got the move Drool. There's Trubbish and Garbodor. The Garbodor is not from Black Bolt either. And then right down here at the bottom, we'll add our Gothita. So we have a full line of that Pokemon. Now this one is also from a different set. That one's called a Evolve. So I don't need to get that one from Black Bolt or White Flare. So I do really like that Gothita card. It looks real nice. No cards added to the next page, but 3 on this page. So we'll add our Emolga. The Gen 5 version of Pikachu. And then our Escavalier. Shine on these cards looks really nice if you pull them out of the sleeves. And then one more on this page, we'll add our Fungus. The Amoonguss card, the evolution of Fungus, goes for a lot more. It's around $25, $30. For whatever reason, people like to hype up the Amoonguss. And then turn one more page, and we'll add our last 2 for this video, which will be Litwick and Lampent. Fitting right in with the holiday season with Halloween. And we'll just go ahead and show the end of Generation 5 since this is a Gen 5 video. So a lot more cards on these other 2 pages.
I will probably get the Larvesta from Black Bolt because it's so much better than this one. This one's just a sleeping Larvesta in someone's house, which is pretty strange. We do have a few more here. So that's it for this video.
So thank you all for taking the time to tune in and watch this content. Let me know what you think. Any comments are appreciated. I can help improve my videos one video at a time. In our next video, we're actually going to add some of the legendary Pokemon from the black and white generation to our binder. About 15 more cards we'll add in the next one. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video.